What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bluzelle today at the request of Fonzie. Man, Bluzelle, I meant to talk about this genuinely. It's been a while, but what a time to talk about it, right? We had a little dump off. Descending triangle at the top. What can I say? If you got rid of all these wicks here, it's a very clear descending triangle, right? You can see the shape: flat base, descending highs. You had the aftermath. Let's get the measure move on this thing. And we're not going to take these big wicks. We're going to just take these like little wicks here, top to the flat base. I mean, you hit your measure move, you've exceeded it, so you're probably going to go lower. I was talking to somebody about this today on the Discord, I think. If not, it was the YouTube. I think it was on the Discord, though. I mentioned that I think that it will go below 20 cents again. Maybe it was on the YouTube comments. I can't remember. If we look at this top to bottom here, your 382 is at 16.7 cents. I bought some at 26 cents. I'm not taking profits. I'm not gonna do that, because with this thing specifically, I think this is the one coin out of all of them. Caspa would be a second to this, but this is the one coin out of all of them that's proven me wrong time and time and time again. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I've got my bag. I'm gonna hold on to it. And I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but if you did, I'm sorry. I thought I muted my mic, but maybe I didn't. But I do think it's got lower to go. And using my standard analysis that I would do for any coin, looking at this fib, looking at how it moved, I would very much expect that you see prices not just at 16.88 cents, but probably a little bit below that. You could come all the way back down to 9 cents, 10 cents. Yes, you could. Absolutely, you could. I don't think you will, though. Let's be real. This is Bluzelle, man. This is BLZ. This is the Mac mommy, Mac daddy. I feel like Bluzelle's it would be a girl name, but I mean it could be a boy's name. I don't know. I'm not trying to throw my ideas, my ideals out anywhere. Let's see. 786 extension hit. 0.5 right there around 17 cents too, man. I don't know. I really don't think you'd go below this low. I do think you go below this high. I do think you go below 20 cents. I will be scooping up a lot of Bluzelle. I have some cash set aside specifically for this. Man, I'm excited because I have high aspirations, high hopes for this thing. I really do. I think Bluzelle, guys, by the end of the cycle, here it is worth 28 cents, going down to 17 to 13 cents, something like that probably. Could be worth $100. $100 by the end of this cycle. Let's look it up. You sound crazy, C-Zar. I don't want to hear it, man. Well, let me just give me a second. Give me a second to explain, okay? Let me prove how not crazy it would be, okay? Here it is. Right now at this current price, it's worth 122. Let's do the math. Let's do it specifically. We won't just round. We'll actually do it, okay? 122, 350, 397. 350, 397. So that's the market cap. Market cap at the current price, okay? If from the current price we were to go all the way up to $100, come on now, something like that, okay? That's a little bit below $100, but maybe we go just below $100. That's a pretty round number right there. 34,090%. That would be a 341, almost a 342x, but we're going to do it by 3, 4, 3, and the reason why is because at 100% is a 2x. So if this is 90%, that's almost a 2x, right? The 0 is actually a 1. Let me just explain, right? If you're here and you go up 100%, that's a 2x, okay? Well, 100% when you're talking about tens, that 0 is actually, think of it as like a 1, right? So when you see this thing 300, and it's in the thousands, but think 341.9x. 341.9x. That's what I'm going to do. 341.9x would equal, here's hundreds, here's 100,000s, here's 100 millions, and here's billions. 42 billion dollars. Is that possible? Absolutely it's possible. Absolutely it is. Circulating supply is this, total supply is that. Like, you're pretty damn diluted. Absolutely that market cap is possible, man. Bluzelle. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, I got off topic here. I'm sorry. You could see higher than that. You could genuinely see higher than that, man. Hundreds of X's. And the reason why I've got a good feeling about Bluzelle is, first off, it's a gaming data storage blockchain, right? It's a gaming token, right? Not only that, but it's been around since 2018. I think Bluzelle's actually been around since before 2018, but I know it came out in like the late bull cycle, if not early. Late bull cycle, if not early bear cycle of that 2017-2018 period. I remember I invested in it back here and it just went down, but man, it's done something that most cryptos don't do, especially with this rough rough of an upbringing. Okay, and it had a lower high, but it had a higher low. It had a higher low. Most cryptos, when you see this structure, it becomes irrelevant after the next cycle. But here it was in this bear cycle, and it actually had in my opinion, a very bullish bottom. You had a very nice accumulation phase, and look at that reaction afterwards. I want to show you something. Okay, this is something that I haven't talked about in a while, but I talk about it in most of my videos with Bluzelle. You go to the all-time high in volume on a monthly basis. That number, you can see it's the green number, right, all the way over here. Okay. 1.34 billion. There was 1.34 billion Bluzelles transacted that month. Okay, most volume you ever saw coming out of the all-time lows, explosive. But this doesn't tell the whole truth, because it looks like there's not a lot of volume, a lot of interest here. That normally, in my opinion, wouldn't look good, but this isn't the whole truth. For the time being, this was the chart that had the most volume on it. But now, it's still through Binance, but it's the USDT chart. And the reason we use this chart first and not the USDT chart is look at how much less history there is. Before we went to early 2018 with the history, this is back in 2020. Okay, now look at where most of the volume was here. It was here. Different chart, different volume rates, I get it, but let's measure it. Let's see what it was. 7.9, almost $8 billion. Sorry, 8 billion tokens traded. So go back. There's so 8 billion, almost 8 billion, right? Where here at the highest you had, look at the number, 1.34. So you had like a 5x in volume, more volume than you've ever seen coming out of these lows. Look at what it did last time, right? Look at the phenomenal rally you had. Yes, it was a lower high, but look at this, right? From low to high, you moved up 112%, or 112. You did 112x. 111x. Let me get that right. 111x. You've got more volume now. You've got higher lows. It's more bullish. Gaming tokens. A lot of people are talking about gaming tokens being the next thing. Like there's a theory in this market cycle that gaming tokens are really going to take off because blockchain technology. The idea that the most kind of like practical use case for blockchain technology, besides just like secure digital transactions, like the next immediate thing would be gaming. Because it's all digital. There's a bunch of digital transactions that take place, not just financially, but whenever it comes to playing games, when it comes to like coding and programming, all that stuff, there's a lot of things that blockchain could help with. Now it's new technology based with like an old way of doing things, so like we have to like adjust and like get there. But blockchain's been out for a while. People have been developing these gamer blockchains for a while, and you've got data storage for gaming on the blockchain with Bluzelle. And I just genuinely believe the reason why I think that this has a chance to do spectacular this cycle is because it's an OG coin. It's not quite an OG coin. If it came out in 2018, I define OG coins as 2017 or earlier. Like true OGs are obviously like 2015, 2013 or earlier. But it's done something that most cryptos can't do. Whenever it's not even that relevant. Most people don't talk about it, but there's a lot of interest. Like how many of you have heard about Bluzelle? You know, probably not a lot of you. You're looking at it now. But man, I forgot where I was. I'm sorry. I had to say something real quick. But it's not something that you hear a lot of people talk about. That's what I was trying to say. It's not a coin that a lot of people talk about. But there's a lot of interest in it. There was a lot more volume here than there was here. And on this chart, it doesn't look like that. But if you go to the USDT chart, there's phenomenally more volume. And we're just in the beginnings of this, man, right? Like this happened after the halving. We're before the halving still, and we're getting all this going on. So I very much do expect Bluzelle has huge potential. I'm getting caught up, man. I'm getting caught up. I meant to do the short-term stuff, but I got caught up in the long-term stuff because it's been a while. I do think Bluzelle will go lower. I think absolutely it will probably go below 20 cents. This is a prime gem to buy, guys. I don't talk about it all the time. That's because it's been, look at how boring it's been since, since December. Even then, like going from 23 cents, 22 cents. I mean, that's a pretty decent gain. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like it happened quickly. It was very boring, and it's being boring now. And now it's exciting, but to the downside. So I do think it's going to go lower. I will definitely keep you guys in the loop with this thing as we progress through the cycle. But as of right now, my genuine thoughts are we're going to go below 20 cents, probably anywhere from 13 to 17 cents is what I'm thinking. So I don't really have anything else that I want to add other than that. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Double top in your weekly RSI. Classic, man. You got rid of your bearish divergence just to crap out right afterwards. Classic. Love to see it. Daily RSI looks sad, looks very weak, weakest you've seen in a while. So I think this is just foretelling of what's to come in the coming weeks, maybe even months. I don't know when it's going to find its low, but generally I would expect that it's somewhere between probably 13 to 17 cents is what I'm thinking. Just above this low, if not more likely, I think probably around 17 to 18 cents where this closing high period was, where your from low to high, your 382 is. It's like right there at about 17 cents. So that's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to see more. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.